Welcome to the last lesson in this course, in this module, sorry. It will be on respect personal, ethical, religious, and cultural differences. This comes into what we talked about earlier, which are team dynamics. Obviously, by coming together as a team, we're bringing people from different ethnical groups, from different personal beliefs, from different religious backgrounds and cultural differences. So it's always important to make sure that we respect all those because in as much maybe you might not be so religious, others are religious. In as much as you might not believe in a certain God, others do believe in them, and it's their right to do so. It's not your right to tell them whether they are wrong or right. The whole purpose of coming together as a team is to achieve the goals that you came together to do. Unless if those particular goals are religious, there's no need for you to bring in the religious things into the team's effort. And also, there's no need for you to disrespect other people due to their beliefs. Anyway, our learning outcomes will be like this. We need to be able to find the difference between team members are identified and acknowledged. It's obvious we come from different backgrounds. We are different. That should not then come as a bad thing. It should actually come as a good thing because that means we have different experiences and we can all use those experiences to better our team. But we can never use those experiences if we don't acknowledge those differences and identify them and acknowledge them and respect the particular thing that maybe we come from different countries, maybe we come from different families, maybe we come from different cultures, but be able to then acknowledge that and be able to use it for the betterment of our team. Next thing is that the importance of showing respect is then explained. So obviously, once you have identified these particular differences that we have, you should then be able to respect each other and be able to know that in as much as we are different, we'll still respect the fact that you believe in whatever you believe. We'll still respect the fact that you come from whatever cultural background and everything. Because those things might be something that is not so comfortable. There are certain religions that spook certain people and stuff like that. But that shouldn't stop the work of what? Of the team. So the team should still be able to say differences aside, the show should go on. But sometimes we should also be able to know that those differences, once they are known, they need to be respected. Because if we don't respect each other, there's no way we'll be able to work together. And once we can't work together, the whole purpose of a team is lost. Then the next thing is team members are treated in ways that demonstrate respect for individuals. This just feeds into the last point to say, moment we have identified our differences, we should now treat each other with respect. There are many people, especially men, who don't respect maybe women in a team and stuff like that. So this could be due to the fact that they were not taught well as kids. This could just be a factor of them being bad people. All this should be stopped because for us to be able to make progress as a team, we need to respect each other, we need to understand each other, and we need to make sure that the differences that we have do not end up making it difficult for the team to work together. Then behaviors which are of concern to individuals are discussed promptly and openly with those concerned. So obviously, we might actually have different behaviors, but those behaviors could actually be negative as far as the team is concerned. Just like in my example of a religious project, you might have your own behaviors about enjoying certain things during your private hours. Those things should then be addressed to say, okay, we understand that you have got such and such behaviors which don't really go hand in glove with our type of project or with our type of team. Then how then do you represent us when you're outside the team? That then becomes something of concern and that should then be addressed. Maybe therefore means you can only now do certain things when you're outside uniform or when you're outside the yard of wherever the project is and stuff like that, because we don't want now your personal behaviors to then come into the team's effort and affect the team's effort and also negatively impact the image of the team as a whole. So all that should then be discussed and people should then understand what it is that could actually bring the progress of the team to a halt and how to then work towards making sure that in as much as we're different and in as much we behave differently, those particular differences should not negatively impact the work of the team as a whole. And once that has been addressed, it is easy with our differences to still be able to achieve whatever the objectives of that team are. I hope you learned a lot. This was the last lesson on this module. I will be posting the next module soon, and I'll also email you all the exercises. Any questions, as I always say, feel free to get in touch with me at any moment. I will make sure that I reply as fast as possible so that we finish our project on time. See you on the next module.